Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday afternoon, rainy Sunday. As we get ready to get started, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure your post notifications are turned on, make sure you're sharing on your social media platforms. I truly appreciate that. Second straight video of the day. Let's get on with it. Again, without you guys, there is no me. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated, man. And please share this video. Matt McClung's dunk contest is a microcosm of what I'm about to talk about in this video, and that's pertaining to the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I feel that ever since Kobe passed away, and ever since he retired from the game of basketball, you can see the competitiveness of the All-Star game. It changed, and it changed for the worse. And what's happened is the NBA has tried every single gimmicky way to try to get fans interested in the All-Star game so that it could be watchable. But if you look at the All-Star games Kobe competed in, what's the one thing that you notice every single time with Kobe in All-Star games? The competitiveness. Now, Kobe played the bulk of his career in the 2000s and part of the 2010s. But remember, y'all remember the 98 All-Star game? Kobe brought what was in the 90s in the All-Star games. He brought it to the 2000s. And you could put Tim Duncan. I would put those two men as the two constants when it came to the All-Star game. And yeah, we've had a lot of great players here and there, obviously, during the 2000s, of course. But what I'm saying is that the level of competition in the All-Star games was completely gone. Look at 2016 and Kobe's retirement. Once Kobe left, you look at the All-Star game the very next year in 2017. And I will never forget it, ladies and gentlemen. Giannis is in transition. He's going to do a windmill dunk. I think Curry got back. He got back, and instead of trying to defend Giannis or draw a foul or something, Curry literally ducks. And he's smiling as Giannis does a windmill dunk on the break in the All-Star game. In all my years of watching the All-Star game, up to that point, I had never seen somebody purposely get out of the way, don't even try to contest the shot, and then just let Giannis just windmill it on the break like that without putting any effort. The fact that he ducked and smiled just lets you know how much of a joke this was. Look at the 2012 and 2013 All-Star games when it comes to Kobe and LeBron. And I know LeBron fanboys are gonna get upset about that, of course, but I don't give a damn. I really don't give a you know what. Look at the way Kobe was competing against him. Y'all remember 2012 when LeBron had a chance to take the shot, but he passed it. I remember Wade. Well, Kobe looked at him funny, Wade looked at him funny, and then Melo looked at him funny like, what's going on? And LeBron is just like, oh, it's not that serious. It's just an All-Star game. And what do his fanboys do? Because they love him so much, they just defend it. And I'm saying to myself, where's the competitiveness, LeBron? It doesn't matter if you missed a shot. I would respect the fact that you tried to take the last shot. You're a superstar. It's a showcase. You want to showcase your talent. But you want to pass up the last shot in an All-Star game? It doesn't mean anything like your fans say. So what's the big deal? And it was almost like Bron was showing his true colors on what he thought about the All-Star game. Remember, LeBron said, I'm going preliminary, put myself in the dunk contest for next year. LeBron's in year 22 and we have yet to see him compete. But you know what his fans would say? Oh, LeBron is playing at such an amazing level for his age. He's the best player in the NBA. Oh, he's a top 5 player in the NBA. Like, this is what they'll say. So if LeBron is the face of the league, why did he not ever compete in the dunk contest? If he doesn't want to compete, I don't have a problem with that. But why would you say you're going to put yourself in something that you never decided to put yourself in? And then at one point, he even said that he felt like he was above the dunk contest, right? And that's the problem. And now you look at Kobe in 2013 the next year and look at the way Kobe was defending LeBron in the All-Star game. And I think this was in the second, I think this probably was the second quarter the second, third, and fourth quarters, if you look at it. Remember, it was Michael Jordan's 50th birthday for All-Star Weekend, and there were questions about who he thought was the best player between Kobe and LeBron. Jordan really didn't want to answer it, and he said Kevin Durant, but I know he was trolling and just saying that. And I remember when he said dominance of the game was LeBron James, and he said championships Kobe Bryant, talking about how much more Kobe is a winner, but that LeBron was probably a better individual player, which is when he said dominance of the game. But even then, so Kobe took that as a challenge. And so he decided to play Bron try to play Bron up in the All-Star game again as competition. Like, again, it's about competition. But look now. And then even then, so LeBron really was having a hard time dealing with Kobe's defense. And I'm just like, LeBron, you're 6'9", 260, 70 pounds. You should be owning Kobe. Like, this is even in the All-Star game. And I know what the fanboys, again, are going to say. And mind you, I'm talking about the All-Star game, but they're going to mention the 16-6 record. And I said, well, if that's the case, then Kawhi Leonard is 11-7 against LeBron. Does that make him better than LeBron James? Or 12-7, or whatever the record is. I just know he has a winning record on LeBron. Does that make him a better player than LeBron? No. But that's how insecure his fans are. They're just like, they're an extension of LeBron James. Insecure. So getting back to Kobe Bryant, I love the competitiveness that Kobe showed. Ever since he first debuted in '98 at the All-Star game, it was about competition. Kobe should put on a show for the fans. It was about a flair about Kobe. And remember that when the way Kobe was playing that year, that was when the Michael Jordan comparisons began. What did Michael Jordan say about Kobe? Oh man, he don't let the game come to him. It's like he tried to go out and get it. Like he just trying to shoot all the shots himself and all that. Like you saw what some of the veterans were saying about Kobe. And remember, people were like, well, why didn't Kobe enter the game in the fourth quarter? And some of the players weren't happy with the fact that Kobe was showing off and that he was trying to get the MVP. It was more about him. It was more about him. That's what they were saying. But that was at that time. But like I said, I understand Kobe was young. He was coming out of high school. And I felt like a part of the reason he was doing that, because I think Kobe in his mind felt like he could get starter minutes and that he was better than some of the guys on the team. That was Kobe's mindset. Like, am I agreeing with him that was the best route to take? No. But I think that's why he was making the All-Star game somewhat of a personal stage for him. It was, to me, sending a message to Del Harris that you should be playing me more minutes. Like, I feel like I'm better than some of the guys on the team that you're giving all these extra minutes to. But again, Kobe was a young player, and you're just not going to be able to step over veterans like that. You really didn't do that at that time. Kobe to me would have had to been more fundamentally sound, and his game would have been polished already as a second-year player in order for me to say that he could have gotten more minutes, but he wasn't there yet. So Kobe had to really earn his stripes. So now it leads me to this point. Kobe gets the Kobe Bryant All-Star Game MVP award, and as Adam Silverspoon, Voldemort Barnacle Boy says, it exemplifies Kobe's competitiveness in All-Star Game in a exhibition game. They make this award in honor of Kobe, but the All-Star Game is still a problem. You're inviting females to three-point contests. The dunk contest really has no competition. It's represented by a G Leaguer who doesn't really get shine on an NBA roster, and he's three-peated the dunk contest, just like Patrick McCaw has three-peated in the NBA as a three-time NBA champion. Bottom line is, you don't take it that serious. So this is why I say that ever since Kobe Bryant's last All-Star game, it just has never been the same. You look at I've been watching past All-Star games. The competitiveness is far beyond what these guys do. Even in the 90s and the early 2000s, you could even say the early part of the 2010s for sure too. The All-Star game is nowhere near what it was since Kobe's retirement. Today's players, they get paid. And Michael Jordan mentioned this about he feels like guys getting paid off of potential. And you look at guys now. Podcast P said it, which is why I think he's pathetic. Talking about how, the All-Star break is for, it's for guys to just chill. People are chilling with low management. What more chilling do you need to do? This is supposed to be the greatest skilled era of all time. And like I said in the last video, if this is the greatest skilled era of all time with all these three-pointers, then I want my plumbers back. I want there to be plumbers in the NBA again. I really do. That's how bad the product is, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I haven't really been watching like that. But look at this. Look at the Boston Celtics. Loaded from top to bottom. And I've said that Jason Tatum, to me, has all the physical tools to be the best player in the NBA. But Tatum is too passive, and I just feel like his personality isn't somebody that the league can really cater to. That's the problem. And the Boston Celtics are the byproduct of what Stephen Curry is. See, people blame Steph Curry a lot, but don't realize it. If your game is not predicated or you have the personnel, why are you copying what Steph does, thinking that what you do is better? It's just not. Steph Curry plays the way he plays because in his mind, that's how he feels that he gets an advantage. But now the entire league, you got guys who should not be shooting threes. And now you have big men stretching the floor. Yes, there's been stretch bigs in the NBA, but it was rare. It was different because they felt that the way they had to play was how they were able to stay in the NBA. But the fact that now everybody's doing it and not really anybody can just do that. And you're seeing it like, it just doesn't make sense. They're making they're going to try to make Victor Wembanyama the face of the NBA. And it's like he's shooting a bunch of threes. There's no leadership in the game. It's a young guys league. And then you look at Podcast P, he is getting more attention as a podcaster than he is as an NBA player right now. And he makes a lot of money. And that's the problem. Guys making all this money, the competitiveness, the hunger, the desire to be great and win is not there anymore. But these fanboys of today's era want to tell me it's the greatest era ever. It's great. It's like it's hard to defend and this and that. I said, do you know that the rules have also impacted the way the league is today? Guys get away with more than what guys got away with back in the day. And it's part of the reason I don't watch the game anymore. So when people keep asking me these questions about what do you think about this and what do you think about that, I'm not watching basketball. Give me the Plumbers eras back. That was real basketball in my opinion. I don't care what anybody says. That was real basketball to me. And Kobe Bryant, to me, like I said, he is a byproduct of what the late 90s was going into the 2000s in the prime of his career. It's just truth, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what nobody says. So I'm going to say it again. Ever since Kobe Bryant retired, the All-Star game, to me, Kobe Bryant shouldn't even if he was alive, he would have thought that award was a joke, considering how guys don't compete in the All-Star games. Guys don't play defense. Everything is just a three-point shot, layup line. Everybody move out the way. No defense. All these LeBron gets to be team captain for all of these All-Star games, like Team Giannis versus Team Steph versus Team KD. And notice, everybody has had to change but LeBron James. Y'all notice that? Ever since these All-Star games with Kobe and LeBron competing and Kobe showing them up in a couple of these All-Star games, don't give me the points, rebounds, assists. I'm not talking about that. The way that they guarded each other on offense and defense. To me, it's led to the downfall because of now look at all these gimmicks that have had to happen just to try to make it stay relevant, and it's just not watchable, ladies and gentlemen. For those that want to watch it, totally fine, but I'm just letting you know I'm not watching it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Louis with another one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching.